Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Bradley, the Bad News Devil. Look, I got some bad news for you guys. The video, so you see how the camera quality looks really good right here? Well, it's because I have a light shining on my face, right? I didn't actually have one of those in my video. The reason being, I was too lazy to set it up. Tina had to kind of like force me into it. So, yeah, the video looks like actual horse shit. You know what? It's completely my fault. So, yeah, the video looks like shit. Okay, so enjoy. Hello everyone, my name is Bradley. I have a Brad taste in music and I feel really good. That's right, you probably clicked this video like, oh no, he's gonna be in a terrible mood listening. No, I'm in a very good mood. And I've been waiting all day to be in this good of a mood, and I had no idea I'd feel this good. I've just been listening to A Moon-Shaped Pool by Radiohead on repeat, and I gotta tell you, man, listening to a good album, just, for hours, relaxing, like there's something about it that's just, you know, meditative. I'm going into Trench feeling good. Now I know what you're thinking, Bradley, haven't you posted enough 21 Pilots content? Will the flame ever die out? And I say, no, it will not. Brad Taste in Music is the king of 21 Pilots reactions. We will never stop.
We are coming in waves.
Me not talking about 21 Pilots is like 21 Pilots not talking about me. We over here wearing our motherfucking crown. The movement never stops like it's gravity. But, you know, technically gravity's not a force. So, fun fact, gravity is not actually a source of movement. So, you know, it's not really moving ever. Ooh! So, okay, let me just spoil this a bit for you guys. If you're coming here thinking I'm gonna talk shit about Trench, you're kinda already wrong. The reason why I thought Vessel was so bad and why, like, I struggled to really get much more enjoyment out of Blurry Face is because Trench really just exceeds those so far. Like, it doesn't even feel like the same band made them. Trench is like such incredible growth from those albums that I'm basically expecting myself to just sit here and vibe for an entire hour. So, with that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Let's listen to track 1, Jumpsuit, together, and let's go! Burn, 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 burn. It's like, look, the production is just so spotless, like so pristine, so perfect, that I mean, there's no argument to be made here. Goes so hard, dude. I mean, I like this line, spirits in my room, friend or foe, felt it in my youth, feel it when I'm old. Saying, you know, same shit, different toilet. My favorite saying. Isn't that right, Tina?
Oh, the worst. The worst.
I'll be right there.
But you'll have to time if you need anyone.
The way it comes back in. Oh. Yeah, and the transition into Levitate. It's so good. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a masterpiece. Smiley ball, masterpiece. Something that, like, I appreciated when it came out, that now, like, 3 years or so later, I'm just like, wow, this is as good as when I first heard it. Truly, like, if anything, this song's grown on me. Like, I'm just, like, in love with everything about this song. From the song's structure, to the lyrics, to the just endless, like, sounds that this thing keeps going back and forth with. I mean, it really does almost feel like an internal conflict. The song. Tyler Joseph, motherfucking Smiley ball for this song. Please tell me Scaled and Icy at least is, you know, interesting enough to not make me, you know, constantly think about how good Trench was. It's a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. masterpiece. And speaking of masterpiece, next song, Levitate. I mean, you think the hype train ends there, you're completely wrong. This album takes you by surprise and immediately gives you like the second best song on the entire album immediately afterwards. Next song, Levitate. Oops. And by that I mean it's on shuffle. 808s? What are they trying to rip off hip hop, huh?
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet. And ever since the 7th grade, I learned to fire beat. Shut up, shut up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now. Danger in the fabric of this thing I made. My heart is weak.
I think he's talking about the world he's created when he says he's damaging the fabric of this thing he's made. Am I crazy on that? I think I might actually be right. Hey, Brad Taste in Music, giving correct, accurate information finally, now that I know the lore. Go check out my 3-hour lore video. Dude, it's the first video I've ever had, and it's all thanks to Tina. The first video I've ever had that had like 1,000 likes before any dislikes. Like, that is nuts. So, shout out Shy and Kars, okay? Absolutely killing it in this video. Please go check it out. Go check out their social medias also. They are just incredible people.
Above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you find. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. Keep me bound from the ledges, better tested wooden wedges under doorways. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Take me just a little help.
Masterpiece! Masterpiece! Like, I swear to God, dude, compare this with like any other previous rapping Tyler Joseph has done. There's no goddamn comparison. There is not a single comparison, dude. The lyrics, it's still him facing his insecurities, but in like a completely new way, a completely new universe, a completely new sound, a sound that doesn't sound like ass. And that is why Trench is superior, okay? Hashtag TrenchIsSuperior.com. Well, okay, so he mentions the song structure, but he's like, wait, habits here too? You're the worst? Your structure compensates? And there, I think, is it like him addressing insecurity? He's like, but compensation feels a lot like rising up to dominate. By track 2, at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. It's so slapping. That's like a new adjective, okay? Or something like that. I don't know.
Aries just...
Wait, what?
Aries just tweeted, I just sent Tina the leak, which means Brad now has access to the leak. I am not legally responsible for what happens next.
Oh my God. Oh! So good. It's so good. And knowing the lore, like, I can just, like, see this, like, being just, like, parallel to the imagery of, like, Dima and bishops and all this weird shit. Like, it's just so good. Like, they just absolutely killed it. Smiley Ball to the Moon and Back. Honestly, another masterpiece, just as good as Jumpsuit. I mean, when I first heard this song, I didn't really know what to make of it, but it's been years later, and I just understand how incredible this song is. And it just fits perfectly in the album. I love it, I love it, I love it. Smiley Ball, Smiley Ball. Tina completely agrees. You don't even need her to tell you that. 10 out of 10, masterpiece. Another actual masterpiece. And the masterpieces don't even stop here. Next song, Morph.
Can't stop thinking about if and when I died for it. Now I see that if and when are truly different cries for it. And around the scientific miracle, let's pick up off and see time. I'll try to sing this.
Dude, okay, go through these lyrics. Like this, I don't want to go through a lyrics a whole bunch. It's an hour-long album, and I'm totally vibing to this. But just, like, go through these lyrics, dude. Listen to it again and listen out the lyrics. Okay, and of course, you gotta watch the Brad Taste in Music lore video, okay? He's talking about if and when. Like, basically describing the words if and when. And why they're completely different. And I love it. This verse is so good. The way he delivers it, too, is really interesting and not at all cringe. It's just really, like, odd. And once you get into it, it's impossible to, like, be like, oh, my God, what? He's not doing it in a traditional way. This is some garbage. No, this is legit. This is legit.
Always try to stop me, that Nicholas Borbaki. He goes by Nico. He told me I'm a copy when I hear him mock me.
Okay, so totally let's talk about Nico, which now I know is his bishop, right? The one that holds him back. He's saying he's got no friends close, but those who know him most, he goes by Nico. Okay, so he's like explaining it to the audience, basically. He's saying, he told me I'm a copy, want to hear him mock me? Dude, I still think that sounds a little bit like Eminem. It's like, want to copy me and do exactly like I did? Try shit and get fucked up more than my life is? It sounds like that line, but, I mean...
Not cringe?
Not cringe, no. No, it's not cringe, dude. It's Eminem.
I know it's Eminem.
It's classic. Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, that's like the only...
What are we here for if not to run straight through all our tormentors?
What are we here for except to run through all our tormentors? I mean, come on. Come on. You line this up completely with the lore and everything. This album is such like a like... God, I feel like I appreciate this so much more knowing the lore. Like, unlike, like... Oh my God. Like, oh my God. This is so good. Like, Morph is incredible. This is at the same level as the last two songs. Masterpiece. Oh, and the sound of this shit. This part feels a little unnecessary, if I am being nitpicky. Or not. Maybe a little. It's like nothing really new is being introduced here. Oh! Not good. Oh yeah, no, the sound of this song is so pristine. The song is really good. It's really good. Let me get the only nitpick out of the way. The song is kind of long and it does drag a little bit. Just like small moments start to feel a little bit slow when it comes to listening to the entire album. And if I was listening to it casually, I might get actually like a little bit bored of the song throughout it. But that being said, doesn't stop the fact that this... Okay, why is my camera not focusing? Okay? It's me. It should be focusing on me. I'm the center of attention, okay? Not my green screen, me! The song's a masterpiece, Smiley Ball. Look, the small things I criticize here are very small. Small, like, they're enough to maybe, you know, cause me to skip every once in a while. But they're very small, and the song is just fantastic. The sound of it, dude, the production, unbelievable. The way that this song also builds, like, an atmosphere, and I still feel like I'm in the trench, you know, world that's being built is just really impressive. Masterpiece. But not as big of a masterpiece as the other ones, because it does have little nitpicks. So where the others are 10s, this is a 9. I'm sorry. I know, I hear you guys. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, stop clicking off the video. Come on. It's a 9. It's not even that bad. Next song, My Blood. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. My Blood is definitely not my favorite off this album, okay? What do you think of My Blood, Tina?
I like it, but I do skip it sometimes.
Okay, you know what? I'm feeling it immediately. You see, I was going in a little judgy, but it's different, but I'm not completely against what it sounds like.
When everyone you thought you knew surrounded and up against the wall.
Once again, knowing the lore, knowing the environment, this song grows on me. I imagine Tyler Joseph like carrying a heavy-ass backpack up a mountain or something, or through a trench or something. You know, it sounds like when everyone is left you a fight. Dude, it's a fighting, like, pushing through song, you know? And it does this so well, showing rock bottom at the very beginning, and now it's pushing through, you know? I do think it's a little corny and a little, like, fourth wall breaking, but you know what? If somebody's life is saved because of this song, then I guess it makes up for the fact that it's a little corny. You know? Okay, that slaps. That sounds good. Stay with me, my blood. I love that. Dude, this is a banger. Dare I say, this is actually another masterpiece. I'm not crazy. I actually really appreciate this song a lot more now. I don't think that it's like this, you know, this curveball sellout bullshit anymore. I'm like, I hear the sound and I think it's really, really well done. Dude, I mean, okay, let's start with the only nitpick, and unlike the last song, this nitpick is not gonna knock any points off. Don't think the outro is as strong as other songs. But that being said, motherfucking masterpiece! I didn't expect this to actually be one of my favorites off this album, but it is. Who would have guessed? The singles are just they're on another level. Truly on another level. Really amazing. Amazing within the context of the album. Everything makes sense to me. The lyrics are incredible. The sound, spotless. There's like not a single point in there where I would change anything except for that outro. It's a little bland. It's a little like bland, unseasoned chicken, which I completely stole from a Twitter comment I saw. Oh yeah, that bass line.
Filtered like bass, like ooh, ooh, ooh,
Down drain. Down drain.
Also, I feel like people think I'm influencing your opinions.
Really?
Like,
Oh, I mean, overall, maybe a little bit, because, like, you've shown me the 21 Pilots are not, like, you know, something to be afraid of. You haven't, like, changed my opinions, but you've just kind of changed me, right? For the better, and it allows my opinions to be more accurate and representative of the music, I think.
wow.
You're incredible. I love you. Are you coming over here? Baby, you're so cute. I'm sending a kiss because I can't show it on camera. Because that would be gay. I'm just kidding. I would not use that. And that concludes part 1 of 4 of the 21 Pilots Trench Reaction series. Next song, Chlorine. Let's keep the vibe going. 4 or 5, we in the house. Codeine. It's another adventure song, man. Can we just appreciate how adventurous this album is? Every single song just keeps, like, the movement going. This album does not slow down for shit. It's so good. It's so good. If this, okay, so I know, I'm just saying this because I know people are going to appreciate this. This is how I feel about the album. If the album were to just magically stop here and say, Bradley, what do you think of this album so far? It's a 9+ to a 10. 9+ to a 10, almost spotless. Like, really, really just impressive on every single scale. That being said, I don't know how it goes from here on out, and either do you guys, so you better keep watching. Cha-ching! Here comes the money! And before this entire video gets claimed, here comes the money! Money, 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 money. Thank you guys for your kind love and support through these hard times. Again, the sound of this song is just and it gets better. I know it gets better, dude. When that piano comes in, boom, 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 the twinkles, dude. Everything in your song is so good. It's like a mental overload, dude. I love it. I love the, you know, this beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. You know, I'll be back when it's complete. Dude, that's an epic ass line. It's really like a fight against insecurities. Like I was being explained. It's a deeper dive into the subject, which I appreciate. I don't like this cryptic, you know, fucking, I'm evil to the core. I'm speaking to a blurry face. He's speaking back to my face. And then I'll shoot your face.
I think, and just like side note lore thing, because they didn't talk about Ned at all, but what I gathered, what I think the general consensus is that Ned is like a kind of a metaphor for Tyler's like creative writing process. So he has kind of like a, you know, it's like sometimes he's kind of a like a slave to the process of writing. You know, it's like a, yeah. You just kind of personified, I think, his like creative process.
I never knew that. That's the first time actually hearing that. So I guess Ned is a part of the creative process, according to Tina.
And it's okay. This is like, you know, the thing about this is it's up for debate.
It's up for debate. Yeah, exactly. You're allowed to make the whatever you want of it.
But
well, I like your interpretation, Tina, and I'm, you know, I would be totally okay with you know, taking that internally. If, you know, Ned was actually mentioned in the music, which is not.
But if you look at the lyrics, though, are about that, though. Like, if you look at the lyrics, that's, like, it seems like that is what it's about. So, you know, just shut up. And
you shut up, bitch! I'm coming. Don't make me come over there. Don't make me come over. I'm holding this.
A guitar?
Don't make me come over there and change your opinion.
Yeah, so you'll see. Just try to, like, frame it like that when you're reading them and see if that...
Dude, don't tell me how to frame the lyrics.
Frame the lyrics? I thought I didn't frame them.
I'll frame them however I want.
Frame them how I tell you to frame them.
No, you frame... How about you frame these nuts? However you...
I promise you guys, I'm not influencing anything. And then it's like...
And then you're clearly trying to influence my opinion. Like, say, listen to the music this exact way. Frame it completely in your point of view.
No!
No! What? Me? Okay, she's completely going over shit that I have not even gotten
Yeah,
to,
there
okay?
you go. But that's it, though.
But okay, I get that now. They'll hide you in an echo pocket. Alright, that makes sense.
Lives on
I believe
Red
it.
is like,
Okay.
Yeah. Cut all that out. I never came over there. I never... No. I'm not pushing anything.
I'm totally leaving that in,
No.
by the way.
Cut it all out.
No.
You heard it here. I'm not a pushy fucking stan, alright?
No, she's not. I love her very much.
No.
I love her very, very, very much. I don't want to cut it out. I like it. It's cute. It's really cute. Like, people love you. And this is... Okay, I love you so much. Straight codeine. Let the lean take over me. I need more chemicals. Yeah. When I leave, don't share my seat. I'll leave when the coupling's complete. Someone please, I need some medical attention. Straight codeine. Literally, like, this is one of the longest songs on the album, and I have almost not a single problem with, like, any section of this song. It's just everything feels like it completes itself, you know? The parts where it slows down complement the parts where it picks up, and the parts where it pick up just absolutely go crazy. This song is another goddamn masterpiece. Like, truly, five masterpieces in a row. You think I'm bullshitting. Honest to God, I've heard so much music on this channel. So much music, so many songs. Like, this stuff just almost instantly connects with me, and it's only grown with time because it is just so good. It is so good, and the quality of these songs do not lie to me. They truly have stood the test of time.
In my
Cold pocket.
where I kept my rebel red. I like this life sipping on straight chlorine.
Oh, the payoff is there. It's so payoff. It's so good. This is so good. It should not, like, a 5-minute song by 21 Pilots should not be this good, honestly. But it is. And I love every single moment of this song. Really just immaculate. I mean, shit, this should go without saying, right? Masterpiece. Smiley ball. Holy shit, I literally feel like I'm gonna leave, like, so much in of me reacting that I'm not gonna make any money off this video. Money. That's all I care about, okay? That's why we're re-reacting to Trench. Isn't that right, Tina?
Yeah, this is... Every single 21 Pilots video is just for money. This is just a cash grab.
Yeah, I'm cashing in my limited fame before it dwindles.
Absolutely.
Dude, I'm about to hit 100k subs, by the way. Like, I'm almost like 200 subs away or
Now,
something.
the real reason that he's making this is because you guys asked for it.
No one asked. I mean, they asked for it, but the real reason I'm doing this is because, bro, it's time. It was the right time to come back. You know what I mean? It's time to face my inner demons, okay? Quite literally. The demons? Okay, they put demons in the music. So yeah, so far this album is actually, like, if I average out the score, it's a 10. So take some comfort in that. So yeah, if I was to literally say, you know, yeah. So I'm making a mention of this because next song, Smithereens. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I said that as, you know, a joke because Smithereens is gonna drag down the score from a 10 to like a 3. I don't remember whether or not. I'm afraid.
Well, here you go.
All right, here we go. Smithereens. Let's go again. Smithereens. You know.
You
What?
You are not putting that in the video. You are not putting that in the video. Actually, Bradley, that's editing. For the love of God, and oh my God, do not put that in the fucking video.
That's definitely going in the video.
Well, you can put this in the video, but don't put the thing that just happened in there.
Nah,
Just don't let them. No, don't even let them. Just know that I reacted like this. It's a good thing you're not hearing me. Do not fucking put this. Do not. Please, I beg you.
This song is honestly not that good compared to the other songs. It feels like a noticeable dip in quality, like quite literally, and he becomes self-aware that it's like, you know, I had to throw a boring song on the album like this. You know, I had to throw a less exciting song for you.
It sounds like auditorily. It sounds good.
Yeah, it's an okay song, but this album's not about okay songs. I mean, I'm completely on this, like, incredible journey. This brings it to a halt. Yeah, you can't argue with that shit, because you know it's right.
Let it bring you to a halt while you also continue playing.
Okay, it is a little bit of an interlude. I will give it that, like, it, respectively, I think that it serves a purpose as an interlude, and I think it is trying to be so, because it's, like, the only song that does this kind of thing, and it's track 6,
and it
immediately goes back into it. Yeah, it's in a really good spot. Yeah. So, that, I can't even complain too much, because it literally is the perfect spot to put a song like this. Do him, you know I had to do him for the record just like this. Okay, it's kind of cute, okay? Don't undersell yourself, Tyler Joseph. You're not selling out if this song doesn't become a big smash single, which it didn't, you know? So, it is one of the lesser streamed songs on this album, funny enough. I mean, in the first half. What's up, babe?
Okay, so when I heard this, I thought he meant, like,
he beat his meat to smithereens, right?
Oh my god, Brad, you gotta stop. It's so cringe, it's not even funny. It's literally not even funny.
It's a little funny.
It's literally not funny. I thought that this was, like, he meant, like, he's writing a slick song, like, this is the slick song he's writing her. He's showing her the world by writing this song. But then I realized that he meant, like, he wrote hits to get popular, and part of it was that he wanted to take Jenna around the world and, like, travel and tour. And so
I can relate. I understand. Hey, look, anyone out there who's like, man, that's some sellout bullshit. Man, you would do the same. People would do the same. I mean, come on. It's the opportunity falls right in your lap. I mean, sure, the music is ass, but at least he made up for it with Trench. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I remember seeing the interview. It's like he like pushed forward where it left off, right, with Blurry Face or whatever. That album sounded like ass because he was selling out for his girl, right? So there you go.
Yeah, but he had Blurry.
Hey, at least he made up for it. And that was Smithereens. I honestly like that song noticeably less than other songs. And while that is a little disappointing, and while it does drag the album down a little bit, because I do think that you could just, you know, tell her this and not make a song out of it and keep the journey going for the listener, I would have definitely kind of preferred that. I don't really need an interlude, you know? My brain is not a walnut, you know? I can understand what's going on here. I mean, my brain is a walnut, but that's not the point, okay? That's not the reason why. It's a sweet song with a sweet sentiment. I love the fact that the little parts in there, like, he's so dedicated and he's really playing the part. But still, not as good as it should be. Still Smiley Ball worthy, though, because I think this is about as good as he could have done in terms of making a song like this. Also, my camera, I'm so sorry if it's out of focus the entire time. It's completely out of my control. Yeah, Smithereens, good song. Honestly, would have preferred... Yeah, I think it could have been left off the album. I just think it could have been left off the album. And I don't think that my enjoyment would... I think my enjoyment would go up because I just think it is a speed bump. And I don't like speed bumps. Next song, Neon Gravestones. Also, Neon Gravestones, I understand this song a lot better now considering being, you know, explain the lore.
What's my problem? Well, I want you to follow me down to the bottom underneath the insane asylum.
Oh.
We glorify those even more when they giving an earlier grave is an optional way.
Okay, wow. I've never really, like, listened and just, like, fully understood that. I love that, talking about glorifying, you know.
S-word.
S-word, exactly. Because it does. It makes me think of, like, certain instances of where that happens, and I think that's, I mean, just songwriting-wise, really well done. Of course, it's a little iffy, though. Once again, though, this song highlights how unnecessary Smithereens was, as I honestly think that if this was immediately after Chlorine, I would have... I actually would prefer that. Yo, honestly, Smithereens should have been a bonus track. Is that crazy?
It's like, it's not... It's not crazy. Like, I respect its place on the album. I mean, I've met Jenna. She's a sweetheart. I would write a song about her too if she was my wife. So, like she, yeah. So like, I get it, and I'm not mad at it. You know.
But as a listener, it does take away from
Like the lore. It's like if you're like really into the story or whatever, yeah, it can kind of take you off that path a little bit. But I don't hate it. I mean, yeah, sometimes I skip it. Most of the time I used to skip it for sure.
Neon Gravestones also used to be a skip. I think it might still be a skip because listening, yeah, like
I always skipped it because it's hard, just a tough topic. I actually think this makes more sense on the album than Smithereens does.
Yep, same. And I appreciate this song because it keeps the story moving.
The bank, they would know my name. They would host and post a celebration. My opinion,
It's kind of fucked up though that he's thinking like he's considering the possibility of if he, did the S word, that like it would basically, yeah, this is like only a thing that he would have to deal with because in his position, I understand that's probably like, I mean, the fact that he's thinking about that's really dark and really, really interesting. And I think he frames it in a really interesting way to the listener as well. Really well, like, translated and portrayed. Really good, dude. Dude, I appreciate this song a lot more now, dude.
and you move on to someone else. Promise me this.
What I also appreciate about A Trench is he's a lot more mature with tackling these subjects. I feel like in Vessel, that would have been a point where you would have been like, bing, 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 and I would have been like, okay, it would have cheapened the effect of it. But here, it's like so aesthetically, like everything matches up. Dude,
and the sound, like the sounds that he uses in this album are so cohesive. Like there are like bits of it, like there are, I don't know what you would call it, layers of songs that could easily be in like some of the other songs. So he found a way.
Yeah, the aesthetic is completely matching. Yeah.
Well, like the aesthetic matches so much, and like little bits and pieces kind of carry through. But he still found a way to make every song sound like
it belongs together.
So like different though, still. Like,
oh yeah, so different. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's really incredible. It just shows his like how much time he probably spent on like world building, because the sound of this album really is just like, oh, it's so good. It's such a goddamn masterpiece, dude. And like this song, I thought was like when I first heard this album, I thought was like weighing it down, dude. Not at all, dude. Not at all.
Find your grandparents or someone of age. Pay some respects for the path that they paved.
Hey, good ending disclaimer. Smiley Ball. You know what? I like the song a lot better now than I did previously. I do think the disclaimer at the end, while it is necessary, is a little, a little whatever. It's, I don't think it necessarily takes too much away from the song, but, it exists to help people out and help people understand. It's a very sensitive topic, and he treats it very carefully, and I can't really, knock off points for him being a very careful artist, knowing his audience very well. Yeah, Smiley Ball, I definitely appreciate this song a lot better than I used to. I just still think that it might be a skip for me because, musically speaking, while it is a good song, is a little dark and a little difficult to hear on a casual listen. Alright, that's the end of part 1. And that's the first half of Trench. As you can tell by the continuous streak of Smiley Balls, this album's actually pretty fantastic. And coming back to it, it's only grown on me. It hasn't shrunk at all. It was really fun vibing in this shit. It was great filming with Tina. We're probably going to film part 2 immediately afterwards. But with that being said, you're not going to see it for a little bit because it does take some time to edit these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're having a good afternoon, and peace out. See you. Thanks for being here.